After weeks of anticipating a big summer Nintendo Direct showcase, yesterday Nintendo shocked many by announcing a Nintendo Direct mini partner showcase for today. A lot of people were instantly disappointed. I've said myself, honestly, with how much Nintendo has coming out between now and the end of the year, I'm not actually that thirsty for a big Nintendo Direct. I guess maybe I'm in the minority for that. But yeah, watching this, I thought for what it is, what you can expect from something like a partner showcase, it was great. So I wanted to take a look and discuss what I thought were some of the highlights. It kicked off with a new trailer for one of my most anticipated upcoming releases, which is also just a couple days away now, the Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak expansion. This game, boys, I've already discussed it, did a review on it and everything. If you're not already playing it, I guess you just don't like amazing games, which is fine. If you're in that camp, maybe somehow you've never seen it before. Maybe this is the first time you're seeing this game. If you're wondering, yes, the game looks that good. Yes, I'm talking about the Nintendo Switch version. Yes, it runs amazingly well, even online. And no, I don't know how that's all possible. They discussed some of the new subspecies we'll encounter and laid out a near-term roadmap for free title updates. So it's like, the game drops, as I said, in a couple days, and they've got plans already for what's coming to the game in August, the fall, etc. Once more, for free. Capcom just killing it lately. This game is amazing. So excited to just play more of it. Then we got something that many have been hoping would come to the Switch for a very long time. It's kind of funny. I've been talking a bit recently about games people wanted on the system, like in the early days. And this was definitely up at the top of many people's lists back then. Nier Automata is making its way to the Switch. Finally, 2B enjoyers, you can rejoice. One of the reasons many thought this may end up not happening on the Switch was just because of how demanding the game would be and how, you really need with like action and fighting games to hit and hold those high frame rates or else they just feel really sluggish. I'm super excited for this. I'll out myself, I've never played through it. Haven't played this game besides like the demo from when it originally came out, so I'll 100% be picking this up, and I'm eager to see how it performs on the Switch. It's also going to be one of those super collection deals. The End of Yorha edition, it's called. It will include like the previous DLCs, some new stuff, costumes and that, and it comes out on October 6th. There were actually a few of these stories of older games finally coming over to the Switch, of course, the big finale, which I will address at the end. But also, like skipping around a bit, the Portal Companion Collection stood out to me. One of those games that would just feel like a no-brainer to get over on the Switch. Timeless classic. And as with a lot of these games, it's better late than never. It's not like the Portal games are any less fun to play now than they were back then. And this one actually released today, so it was a stealth drop. You can go download that right now. The MEGAMAN Battle Network Collection, I guess I'd actually throw in here as well. It's a 10 collection set that you can buy if you go digitally, Volume 1 and 2. Really fun grid-based RPGs if you're not familiar with them. And these collections have a music player as well as an art gallery. So there's more special features here than in the Mario 3D All-Star collection, so you can add this to the growing list of collections that completely embarrass 3D All-Stars, which is great. This collection, you're going to have to wait much longer than the Portal one, though. It's set to come out sometime next year. Getting back into the newer games, we're getting another Bomberman R, aptly titled R2. I was hoping that we'd get something else with Bomberman after they shut down support for Bomberman R Online, or at least they announced it's shutting down. I don't remember if it's happened yet. In this game, you're going to be able to create your own stages. They have this castle mode where like 15 players are trying to blow through it with one player defending. I thought that looked cool. But just like with the previous online-focused games, we'll have to see how that player-based number holds up. And that's another game that's releasing sometime next year. Also, in terms of returning classic characters, the PAC is back. We're getting a Pac-Man World remake, Pac-Man World Re-PAC. Is that enough pack for you? This, honestly, it looked pretty damn good, I thought. I'm enjoying what we're seeing in terms of these, like, less popular remakes and remasters. I'd put this kind of in a similar camp with Klonoa. Things that to some people are classics, but many may be discovering them for the first time. And it'll be interesting to see how they fare with a new audience. These games, they're going to present a lot better with these new visual upgrades. And like I said, a lot of people who probably haven't played them before. So it'll be interesting to see how people who didn't play that back then enjoy them now. And Pac-Man's big return is set for August 26th. The Live Alive remake got a new trailer and a demo announcement during this direct. Worth noting, this is one of those demos where your progress carries over, which is great. I'm really excited to finally play this game. It's one of those white whales that hasn't had a official Western release before. That HD pixel style looks phenomenal. I'm going to be downloading that as soon as I finish uploading this video, actually. Getting into perhaps some bigger stuff. Yesterday, Ubisoft pulled a Ubisoft and leaked on themselves. So everyone pretty much expected Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope to make an appearance during this direct. But still, it's been a while since we've heard anything about it, many thinking it may end up getting delayed. So it was nice to have it show up and get some confirmation. They showed off some new gameplay mechanics, as well as the announcement that my boy Bowser is joining the team. He'll be fighting alongside Mario and the gang. I always love whenever we can get this Mario RPG sort of vibe with Bowser having to team up with Mario, especially with the wacky cutscenes in that we'll surely get in this game. I think adding Bowser to the crew is going to make for some hilarious content. And yeah, this game is still launching this year, set to come out on October 20th. We also got yet another look at Sonic Frontiers, so of course I've got to talk about that. I've got pretty much the same complaints as day one, so I don't want to go over all of that again with the footage that's from the areas and stuff that we've already kind of seen. But we did get a look at the cyberspace levels, which look better, in my opinion, much better than the open zone gameplay. Again, like I've said, each time we've seen the game, it looks a little more and more like Sonic. Still feel like the overall art style is kind of flat. Like seeing the Green Hill Zone themed level. Yeah, it's clearly Green Hill Zone, but it looks kind of like Great Value Green Hill Zone. I don't really see much of an improvement over, say, Sonic Generations Green Hill Zone, which came out a long time ago. But these cyberspace levels, sort of acting as shrines, I guess, from Breath of the Wild, could really make or break this game. I could see this stuff being awesome if it adds a lot of variety to the game, but still just, yeah, overall not super sold on it. I know people want to say I'm just a hater when it comes to this game, so I will say it at least looks more promising than what we've seen so far. If we keep getting this like a new trailer every week deal until release, and they keep looking slightly better, maybe this game's actually going to be amazing. They are still not revealing a release date, still going with the holiday 2022, so it makes me wonder if they're really going to push this out as far as they can with like a late November, perhaps even early December release date. A couple of these like life sims I actually wanted to talk about. Disney Dreamlight Valley. Yes, I'm low-key kind of interested in this. It was announced, I think, like a month or so ago, and this was our first look at it on Nintendo Switch. I'm a big Disney fan, so I could legit see myself getting kind of sucked into this sort of Animal Crossing Sims game set in a Disney environment with all the Disney characters running around in that. Being able to create and customize like your own little magic kingdom. Yeah, I'm just that much of a masculine tough guy. But my number one concern with this is it's free to play, so I'm definitely not getting my hopes up at all until I see what the monetization is like. The early access for it does start September 6th. Also in that vein, this HARVESTELLA game. It started off like, yeah, we do a little farming, a little crafting, cooking, etc. We've got cute little characters, these bright, fun seasons that change. And then...
However, they will give way to the season of death. Quietus.
Yeah, this got dark fast, and then they showed all this combat, and I was like, hold up, what do we have here? this looks like it could be really cool if they're able to properly bring all these different elements together. And that comes out November 4th. And then, of course, we got the big closer. After Persona had come to pretty much every platform under the sun, including Xbox, I expected we'd be getting at least something, you know, a crumb. Persona 4 Golden, at least, please. Can us Nintendo Switch kids have anything? But oh boy, did we get more than just anything. Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal are all coming to the Nintendo Switch. We didn't get dates for 3 and 4, but 5 is surprisingly coming first, I guess, on October 22nd. All the games will be running on the hardware, no cloud bullshit or anything. So yeah, I mean, Persona 5 is less demanding than Kingdom Hearts 1, confirmed. I'm super excited to be getting these games on Switch. I didn't expect 5 at all. Like, you know, maybe it was something I was hoping for, sure, but it's not something I expected. So this announcement totally hit this out of the park for me. And yeah, like I said at the top, I thought there was tons to love here and a decent variety, maybe a little bit weeb heavy, but really good overall. I see a lot of the disappointment that Bayonetta 3 didn't show up. I feel that. Definitely want to know if it's like getting delayed or anything. But man, even if it is, I thought the rest of the year was pretty stacked for Nintendo Switch before this Direct. So now, I mean, we're really eating, boys. Which means still, like I also said, I'm not really starving for a big first-party Nintendo Direct. Maybe like some more single-game ones, like we just had with Xenoblade 3. Do that for, you know, Splatoon, Pokemon, and that. But I'm good with the big announcements for 2022. Like, if we're gonna wait to have a Nintendo Direct that focuses more on 2023 next, I'm totally fine with that. Anyway, with that, this video's a wrap. Let me know your thoughts on the latest Nintendo Direct in the comments. Were you satisfied with what was shown? Are you disappointed that we didn't get a big Direct with first-party stuff? As always, I'm the Shy Guy, Johnny Zakari, and thanks for watching.